everybody, welcome to Leon's Chainsaw Parts and Repair. Happy Friday. Thank goodness. I was ready for it. We're going to do an opening, an unboxing here. But first, I'm going to lock that door so I don't have to listen to it slam one more time. And I want to read a couple emails. Bear with me here, there's a good reason for this. So the saws that are in this box include one that is an absolute holy grail for me in the collection, okay? We will be doing videos with this saw. I know I've said that a lot this winter, but it's true, we're gonna have to. It's required. So, back before Christmas, I would say actually not long after Thanksgiving, Susan reached out to me and said, hey, got a couple saws of my father's, and she listed the models, and she said, I really want them to go to somebody who will appreciate them. So we started the email back and forth, we agreed on a price, all of that. Christmas hit, everybody was busy, both of us, everyone, So we got back in touch, and finally, we were able to get these saws here. But I wanted, because they were her father's saws, I'm going to not use last names just for privacy. It's a screwed up world sometimes, you know what I mean? Her father, David, worked for McCulloch back in the heyday of McCulloch. So these are one owner saws. That's pretty special. It's cool. So I asked Susan if she was willing to share any memories, any history, just anything, and she was, and I'm quite grateful for that. And I'm going to read this pretty much verbatim because it's pretty cool. Mr. Crouch, I would love to share. My father, David, was one of the first 200 employees hired at McCulloch Corporation. He was a machinist. Mr. McCulloch created a work environment that provided recreational activities for his employees, bowling, camera club, and family events. Santa and Bob Baker and his marionettes. I actually had to look that up. I had not heard of Bob Baker. Back in the day, that would have been pretty cool. They had a newsletter called The Flywheel, which constantly lauded employee accomplishment. From the pictures I saw, the workforce had men and women. Mr. McCulloch also delved into superchargers, giving his initials a new meaning, Robert P. McCulloch, RPM. Kind of cool. My dad got a kick out of that because he was a hot rodder. We had a huge sweeping willow in our backyard that died. As an older child, I watched my father climb our tree, rope off limbs, and swing his chainsaw among the branches to take that tree down to a stump. My dad was in the Coast Guard during World War II, so he knew how to make a rope hoist and keep himself secure. My father worked at McCulloch Corporation for 25 years, the last few in Lake Havasu, Arizona, living out of his Alaskan camper for a time. He would come home to Inglewood, California, one weekend a month. Dad was very proud to work for Mr. McCulloch. He only had kind words to say. Okay, so there was a couple follow-ups that are worthy of this. Continuing here. Mr. Crouch, my middle sister remembers the McCulloch Christmas parties. She said there were singers dressed in Christmas attire on stage with microphones entertaining with Christmas songs. She said her dad got a turkey and a bottle of whiskey for Christmas each year. My father did not drink, so I guess our mom used it for hot toddies when we were sick. I have another story about London Bridge at Lake Havasu, but I need to verify its truth before telling it because it came from a third party. Last follow-up. Mr. Crouch, the London Bridge story I heard was a persistent rumor proved false by the grandson of Robert P. McCulloch, Michael McCulloch. If you Google the London Bridge in Arizona, the history of its purchase, transport, and rebuilding by Robert P. McCulloch is very interesting. That's gold, okay? That's absolute gold. And my family is about to walk through the door and photobomb the ever-living crap out of this video. See? Alright. Where's Lily?
Getting her waffles with the plate out of Mom's car.
I'm sorry I asked. With that, let's open this up. because I've waited 48 hours to do this. The first night when it got here, Lily had a ball game in Roseburg.
Hey guys!
Yeah.
I cooked, by the way.
And translation to midget language, that means they won the game.
That
Come on.
means she left the waffles in there.
Beat it. So we were in Roseburg that night, which is an hour and a half away. And last night, I needed to catch up on all the shipping that I couldn't do Wednesday night, and the truck was screaming at me to change the oil. Since I knew that we had weather coming in this weekend, I waited. I changed the oil and didn't open this box, which was the right thing to do, but you know. Okay. Set that there. I am going to save what I'm calling the Holy Grail saw for last. First one. Oh, that even has a sticker on it. That is so sweet. This is a ProMac 1010. Looks like we'll be doing some cleanup on it, which is not unexpected. Burton's Saw Shop in, does that say Lomita? I don't know my California towns well enough, but I know roughly where that is. Looks like we got a leaky oil cap. Not unusual for a saw of this vintage. Hannah McCulloch. Oh man. Yeah, that compression feels good. Feels really good. Heard something rattling in there. Oh yeah, fuel line's broken off. Oh no, it isn't. There it is. I found it. Actually still moves. That's kind of cool. Okay, there's saw number one. Cool in its own right. The next one accounts for a lot of the weight that's in that box. I'm going to move the camera down a little bit more now that we're on the bench. Does that shape mean anything to anyone? That is so sweet. That is so sweet. Oh yeah. Oh, yep, and there's that not so good fuel smell that Susan warned me about. Oh yeah. Woo! Nice. That is some healthy varnish in that tank. Like, true varnish. Well, we will soften that up. That's okay. Let's take a peek at this bad boy. We have spark plug cover still in place. This bottom rubber piece that you don't see all that often. That rear AV mount's not all cracked out. Wow. Decomp valve is there, and oh, there we go. Even with that valve pushed in and releasing, this has some serious compression. Okay, so that has the directional muffler and the full guard still in place. I don't know my McCullochs as well as I do home lights. This is pre the chain brakes, so that would be pre, what was it, 76 or 77 that they made a marketing decision to put chain brakes on everything. And this doesn't have the black cover, which I'm assuming, I believe, does make it an earlier model. Wow. The handle's in great shape. There's next to no handle or rash, chain rash on the handle there. Bucking spike. That front AV mount looks beautiful. You still have a sticker on the front of the oil tank there. I'll have to be really careful cleaning this up so that I don't do any damage. Wow! We got rim sprocket 404. That AV mount looks good. Folks, this... yeah. There isn't a whole lot better to come home to on a Friday night. You know what I mean? This is sweet. Oh, and that air filter's in awesome shape. So even back in the day, if you used McCulloch's oil, you could go 40 or 50 to 1. No, 40 or 50 oil, 40 to 1 mix. Or if you used anybody else's, SAE 40 at 16 to 1. A lot of the manufacturers did that. Regular gas. Pretty clean under here, all things considering. I'm certain with the smell of the tank, I'm going to need to put a carb kit on this bad boy. But I happen to know how to do that. I think we can handle that. This is a piece of history. This is stinking awesome. Wow. All right. Whew. As much as I want to put a little prime in it and give it a quick fire, we will save that for a clean up the McCulloch video and a little test run. This is super, super awesome. So, I need a bar and chain, and I've got that covered too. I picked up a really crummy Husqvarna bar on eBay for a song and a dance. This is a 36. This thing was rode hard, put away wet. I mean, those rails are pounded, but I'll bar shop it and groove it out and clean it up enough that it'll be fine. I think what I'm going to do is sand this down, paint it black. I have a stencil coming for the bar with the XL660 decal that I ordered from Sugar Creek, and somewhere out here, yeah, we've got a new 404 tip that we'll be putting on. I'll actually do a video of the refurbishing of this bar. It's been a while since I've done that. How deep some of this goes down, I won't get it all out, and I don't care. As long as it holds a chain, and I'll have to file this slot. This is only 9mm. We need to get it out to 9.5, 3/8 inch basically. But that, I've got a roll of chain, a roll of 404 coming from Frawley's. If I'd ordered it from Bailey's, it would have been here a lot sooner, but it would have cost a significant amount more. So I chose not to do that. This does have a bar with it that I would probably display the saw with when I'm done doing a little bit of cutting. But I'm thinking about those big old stinking Doug firs that we need to take down this spring up there on the firewood hill. And this size bar won't be adequate. But I would almost guarantee that this is the original. Boy, it is. You can still see the laser etching of the McCulloch right in there. That is so awesome. Wow. Pretty cool. Alright. Still learning to use this new stand. That's about it for tonight. We'll hit the shop tomorrow. We'll get some stuff done. That's going to run tomorrow. Come hell or high water, that's going to run tomorrow. So, Susan, I want to thank you, A, for giving me the opportunity to buy these saws and share the memories that you have and the information that you have from your dad. That is just absolutely awesome. It helps all of us that are collecting, just keep it all alive, you know, just keep it going. So thank you all for watching this. We'll catch you on the next video.